week to week, I'm actually, right now, I'm sure that Saleh is a genius. So every Niner fan, you should say that after those years when I was, okay, what was that blitz? Okay, what was that scheme? Right now, I must say that he is great. He is great, even though we have most of our injuries in the defense. Saleh did a wonderful job. Actually, I'm excited because our cornerbacks right now, Mosley and Verrett, haven't met any receiver duos that they will meet this weekend. So I'm excited because of them, but I have a lot of trust in them. And I also have a lot of trust in Saleh. So that's all I think we covered last game.
Well, I think the interesting thing with Saleh is like people have been going back and forth. Is he good for 4 years? People improve or get worse. Look at Pete Carroll. Has he improved in the last 3 years? I don't see it. It seems like maybe he's reached his expiration date. We saw it happen with Monty Kiffin and Dom Capers. A lot of these older defensive gurus start to lose it. I mean, it's almost like an author who's writing the same book every year. Like people like, yeah, we know what's going to happen next, buddy, you know? So with Robert Saleh, we've seen a guy who he had no coordinator experience before he got this job. He'd been a position coach for like 4 years. I mean, he's been really rising up quickly. And when he first got the job, he wasn't the greatest coordinator, but he has improved so much in just 3.5 years. And to the point where he has overcome 8 injuries to starters. I mean, you look at the Seahawks and they have the worst defense in the league, and people in Seattle, I was on it with a Seattle radio station yesterday, and they're like, how could you say that Robert Saleh is a better defensive coach right now than Pete Carroll? I mean, Pete Carroll has all these injuries and he doesn't have enough talent. It's like, okay, well, that's the same thing that Robert Saleh's going through, but Saleh's finding solutions and Pete Carroll isn't. So I don't know. I mean, Pete Carroll's more accomplished. He has more experience, but who's getting better and who's getting worse?
Yeah, that's an interesting question right now. And what I always say is Saleh is not great because he was great when he got here, and he became the coach of the 49ers. He is great because when first he got here, he wanted to make the Legion of Boom #2. Right now, we see a lot of different schemes that he is using. He tries to be an aggressive defensive coordinator. He puts a lot of effort into the game plans. He's always 2 steps before anybody else who is playing against.
Yeah, absolutely. It just what he's doing this year without a pass rush. Everyone used that against him last year. Like, well, he has the best pass rush in the league. How much is he really doing schematically? Now he has no pass rush, which is exactly where the Seahawks are. I mean, in a lot of ways, he's in the same exact position that Pete Carroll is in. And what Robert Saleh has done has evolved. He doesn't even really use the Seahawks scheme anymore. He goes wide 9 with his front, and his coverages are a lot of man, cover 1, 2 man, and occasionally they'll use some zone, some cover 3, cover 4. Even though they still say they're a zone defense team, they're not. They're confusing teams, and they're blitzing a lot. They're now a pressure team. I mean, they couldn't have changed any more than they have. And you look at Seattle, it's like, well, you're still kind of running the same stuff you've been running the last 10 years, and it's fooling no one. Maybe it's time for you to retire, and maybe the Seahawks should hire Robert Saleh. I don't know.
I would be devastated. I would be devastated.
I know. Right? Absolutely.